Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, August 29th, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. Only session today, so we can do away with the disclosure. Crude oil has a short at 901.08, but I adjusted that down a tick to 75.08 rather, from 75.09 because of the spike to the entry in the previous bar, and it appears to be fortunate because it came to the end, right to the entry at 09, next bar, but never got down to 08. Then we pick up a long at 75.21, 907.22. It goes through targets 2 and 3. Money management was above target 1, so we don't use that. We use target 2 and 3, 34 and 39, or 13 and 18 ticks respectively. 31 ticks, one and done. Unleaded was a little bit more active. We had a get in sync trade coming in on the long. Then we had this set of exhaustion dots for a possible short. And if you looked at the bar, it was going to be within 5 ticks or so of the get in sync long coming down. So I canceled the long and just waited for the short setup. If it didn't set up the short, then I wouldn't have to worry about it. That came down, would have only been a very small loss, but it would have been like a 9 tick loss rather than, just the entry at 32 and trailing out at 33. Actually, did target 1 get hit? 796. Nope, we missed target 1 by 1 tick. Even target 1 traders only picked up a break even. So then you waited around till 917, pick up the long trade. That went to target 2. Target 1 was 36, target 2 57. And we trailed out at 897, which was 5 ticks below target 1. So that would have been 31. So 31, 57, 86 ticks. Solid morning there. 2 and none. And so I will pull up micro NQ so we can see what it's going to do. Market's open now. YM obviously way too far in that long trade. You have a potential short trade on soybeans, and I don't. Yeah, that would have been a get in sync on the micro Russell, but it was below the entry and ultimately stopped out, so no trade. Avoided, I would call that an avoided trade on the short side. As it spiked down through the entry and then right back up to the stops. I call that a no trade. Pound Aussie had a possible get in sync, but it never came back to the entry after our start time at 8:30. So that's a no trade. YM in a short now. And actually, that's already hit target one. And that going rapidly. 21 tick target one, so it's a minimum target, but the trailer is now at 436. Now down to 427. Soybeans now in a long trade. Soybeans actually in the long trade, not just potential hitting target one. And the stop now at 88 3/4. Entry was at 88 1/2. So that will be a one and done session when this trade comes to a conclusion. YM is going to be going to be one and done. Now 387 for the stop. Big trailer here. Another I don't know. We'll have to check that one out. That may be a full loss, but the short is going to get us to. That's going to get us to money management, and unfortunately, it's going to come back and stop out. So that's a break even. Micro NQ going on a that's interesting. YM is giving us a big trailer down, and Micro NQ is giving us a big trailer up, giving a big trailer up that we're not in. It's too early. Now we are in our time frame now for the Micro NQ, so we will take the next trade that plots. And the YM stops out on the trailer at 322 from the entry at 482, 160 ticks. At $5 a tick, $800 just on the trailer. Plus another 21 ticks on target. So 181 ticks on the trade, $905. Strong win there. Waiting for a new trade on the Micro NQ. And we did stop out on the break-even stop on soybeans, so that is done. Modest trade today. 6 tick minimum target plus 3 is us 2 1/4 points or $112.50. And minimum trade, but a positive nonetheless. Following this pound Aussie trade, but that was too early to have gotten involved with, unfortunately, with an 8:30 start. It was already above the entry and never came back. Crude finally stopping it. Its trailer finally stopping out. That would have been a major success there. We are done with crude until 10 o'clock. So lime is done, crude is done, unleaded is done, soybeans is done. So we're looking at micro NQ, micro Russell, and the pound Aussie. Micro NQ and the pound Aussie are both flat. Actually, all three are flat right now. And while we have a break, I'm going to take a look at micro, and we did stop out of the micro NQ. So, and it looks like we may very well get yeah, there's a short micro NQ. That was a get in sync. You should have gotten in that on the, and there looks like another attempt to pull back. And that's a full stop out. So one loss on the micro NQ. And looks like we may get the chance to go back long again. See if it can continue higher. As the YM seems to be continuing lower. YM and the Russell both going lower while the micro NQ is at session highs. Our start on the pound Aussie was delayed 5 minutes this morning because of red label news. And another short. Plenty of time to get in this one. Short on micro NQ. Testing the 50 EMA. Yes. YM back down to its session open from yesterday evening. And micro NQ stopping out for full loss on the short and getting long just beyond that. Micro NQ long, micro Russell flat, and pound Aussie flat. Please do say hello in the chat. Feel free to ask questions. All right. Well, that is unfortunate. That is a third loss before we got into the shorts, and session ends before the profitable trade, unfortunately. That one just hit target too, so would have been a winning trade. We are done with that session, so down to just the pound Aussie and micro Russell until 10 o'clock. So micro Russell and the pound Aussie both flat at the moment. Pound Aussie's tracking a long trade that was too early for us to catch. Would have been a valid trade if not for the stand down for news this morning. But because of the stand down, it was already up into this area. And we got an orange label report coming up at 10 o'clock, pending home sales. Interesting the level that the pound Aussie stalled on. Note the swing high just about to go off that chart on the left. Pound Aussie bottom left corner chart. Looking back at the swing level right back here. It's almost exactly where we paused here. The question being, what will we get at 10 o'clock for crude? Short trade on the micro Russell, short setup. Still hasn't. There's the trigger in. So we did have entered short on this micro Russell. An Aussie trade going through target 4, breaking through that swing high. Crude short trade is a get in sync for 10 o'clock, but we're not there. We're still quite a ways time-wise from there. And looks like full target on the micro Russell. And trailing at 98.3. I was going to go back and check on this. Let's update this one in this current trade. Looks like we hit the target right on the nose. And that was a slightly larger than normal trade as well. See, that trade was big enough to bring the target down to 2, so that would be target 2 and 3. And stopping out. So break even. That was too early. That was avoidable. This one, this is the one I've got to check to see if it was avoidable or not. We have a break even, a win, and a possible full loss. Possibly 3 more trades. Another short on the micro Russell. Getting to money management. This is a standard size trade. Need to move money management down a tick. Did reach. Trying to get down to target 3. And that comes back up for break even stop out. So that is 2 break-evens and a win. Crude trade stops out, so that will be off the table for 10 o'clock. All right, let's go back over here to this one. This is the trade I'm interested in. There's the stop. There. All right. We'll make it a 4-second chart. Oh, oops. Forgot something. Okay, still correct trade. I need to put a timeline in. Right there. Now we can make a 4-second chart. A 4-second chart. Over here, oh yeah. Nice long trade. Going through all 4 targets. Trailing up to 2023 at the moment. So picking up targets 3 and 4. Move 3-3 now for the stop. And stopping out at 2033. So that's 2 wins, 2 break evens. And we'll see if this was avoidable or not. I have to go back a ways, 4 seconds per bar. Okay, there is our setup. $20.24. Yeah, we had already hit the stop, but it had gone down and come back up. Yeah, it still was down. So that, yeah, that would have been an avoidable trades. Two wins, two break evens, and two more trades to go. We won't get to our three losses certainly, so we can take two trades, whatever the outcome. We can go up to four wins, and that's two more trades, or six trades. So we're going to go the six trades, because that'll possibly be four wins, at best four wins, and at worst two losses. All right, let's see where we are on crude. Coming up to the 10 a.m. mini session. And we are in. Another long trade on Micro Russell. That may have been too fast to catch. New home sales, pending home sales. Yep, that one was too fast. So that's a no trade. That one blew through way too fast and actually executed the trade. And since we weren't in a trade already, I would stand down at least a couple of minutes. Stand down a couple of minutes on the orange label report, but especially right at the report time, I'd be leery of jumping on a trade anyway. So I would definitely take my time on that one. And that one would go on by. But we can pick up a trade on crude now. Going up to target 3, and that's where the trailer is as well, is at target 3. Still in that early trade on the pound Aussie, so nothing to do there. That was too early for our start time. At least the micro Russell and the YM both appear to like the new home or pending home sales. Micro NQ pulling back off of its session highs again. One note for next week. Crude oil inventory report will be on Thursday. We have a holiday on Monday. So crude inventory report session will be 11 o'clock on Thursday rather than 10:30 on Wednesday. Otherwise, we'll have our 3 regular 9:30 a.m. sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right, there is a short trade on crude. All right, short on crude. Let's see where this short trade goes. And we're still in the long trade that's was too fast to execute on Micro Russell. Not much going on. Flat on the pound Aussie, flat on the Micro Russell, short on crude. Is crude going to continue its movement, or is it going to go into consolidation? It's bouncing around right around the 20 SMA at the moment. Crude coming down close to its money management. And there's money management and target one. So this will be a one and done for the 10 a.m. session. 17 ticks to target 1. And target 2. So that will take care of the crude session. 17 and 27, 44 to go along with 31 in the 9 a.m. session. Almost $750 on the day. 75 ticks, $10 a tick. And Micro Russell trade stopped out. Questions or comments this morning? The only thing left is we got 2 trades on the Micro, possible on the Micro Russell. And we've had no trades at all this morning in the Pound Aussie. It has been in this long trade. It's just a little early with the news this morning. Stood down for 5 minutes on news and didn't get a chance to enter this long trade. Micro Russell approaching session high. Session high, 2216.8. Looking like things are slowing down. Questions or comments, please do put them in the chat. The market with only 2 charts remaining and active, and the market's slowing down. Micro Russell's setting a new session high there. Micro NQ got active and now is pushing downward again. So Micro NQ has been diverging from Micro Russell and the YM this morning. When the Micro Russell and the YM were going down, Micro NQ was setting session highs, and now we get the Micro Russell setting session highs and Micro NQ going down. So interesting dynamics in market this morning. I don't see any comments or questions. So I'm going to bring this one to a close this morning. Successful morning. Let's see. YM was 1 and done. Soybeans was 1 and done. No trades in the Pound Aussie. Had 2 winners and 2 break-evens on the Micro Russell. Crude had 2 1 and done sessions. Unleaded was 2 and done. Our only outlier was the Micro NQ with 3 losses this morning. So a good morning in the market. Obviously, I'm not saying trade, certainly not saying trade, try to trade all of these charts at once. I wouldn't trade any more than 3, and that's with a fair amount of experience. If you're just getting started, concentrate on one and trade it well. Stick to your trade plans. All right, everybody have a good one. We will see you on Tuesday. Have a good holiday. Labor Day weekend this weekend. Labor Day holiday on Monday here in the United States. And we will be back on Tuesday. Everyone have a good one.